Let's get some folks up in here and I'm going to go in as usual. All right. Happy Friday to you all. I hope you guys are all doing well, feeling good, feeling energized, feeling rested. Hope you guys' week was really good. Let's wait for some more folks to come up in here and we're going to go in. All right. Definitely. Let's keep the spirits high. Let's keep the energy high. Let's keep the vibes rolling in a positive way. We're going to get into it. Hey, Antoinette, nice to see you. We're going to go in. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in. Hey, Safe, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing awesome. I'm a little bit sick, not fully. I feel like when I was starting to get sick, I hopped on that real quick. So it's not as bad. It's not getting as bad as I expected, but of course that's a blessing, right? Hey Dorothy. Hey everybody. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Today I'm going to talk about secret competition, okay? I mean, when you can see someone. Hey Ronnie. Yep. When you can see somebody actively and openly competing with you, it's going to turn you off, but at least you know what you're dealing with here. The problem that arises is when you have people competing with you in private, in secret. How do you deal with that? And of course, we're going to talk about how would you know if somebody was in a secret competition with you, if the nature of the competition is coveted, right? So we're going to think about why is it that people would put you in a competition here that's totally unbeknownst to you, right? Hmm. Hey everyone, happy Friday. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys had a good week and feeling really good about your situation, okay? And I had a good week and I'll start to get a little sick towards the end of the week, but I'm here and I'm loving it. So thank you guys so much for the support. And yeah, secret competition. Secret competition is a problem, okay? And the reason why it's a problem is because it always will come out in the end, right? That's one thing we know about competition and hating energy. They always come out. People try to be very slick with it, very quiet, and keep it very hidden, how they really feel about you, how they really feel when you come around, or how they really feel when you open your mouth to say something. People will always show their true face and they'll always show what they really feel inside when it comes to you. The thing about competition is that anybody can have a competitive nature here in the sense that they go and chase and they kind of they have strong sportsmanship, though. That's the difference here. When someone is really competitive, it's like they're gonna win no matter what, but at the same time will big up the next person who's also winning or who's also chasing their own goal, chasing their own dreams. There's nothing wrong with being a little competitive, right? I think we all kind of have that flair about us that, when it's time, we will do our best in a situation when it calls for it, right? So secret competition is totally different, you know? Secret competition, secret competition can get grimy, a little weird because people, it's like, okay, first of all, at what point do you realize that you may be in a secret competition? You may be wondering, like, how would you know? You maybe already know. But usually, what starts happening is that people act real weird around you, right? Like, people will act like they don't want to say too much. And usually, this is because they don't want to give themselves away. They don't want to do too much or say too much. It's like they're just steady watching you or steady studying you, watching your every move, watching how you say things or how you move about the room. People take notes of these things. They watch you. I've been at events where people just they watch my every movement, right? Like I'll feel eyes on me and I'll look and I'll see these people or this individual just watching me from across the room. And it's like I look at them curiously. I'm just wondering out of everybody why they're looking at me like that. Like what's the reason? People will look at you up and down. People will look at you in a certain way. When you're around them and you're around these people enough, you will see that these people are looking at you like they're trying to size you up, or maybe even learn from you, learn how you do things, learn your lingo, right? They're going to start copying how you talk sometimes, how you come across, how you wear, how you dress, how you present yourself, even your interests here, suddenly being interested in what you're interested in. And you're thinking to yourself, this person is an individual. Where's their flair? Where's their own individuality? They're just copying the next person's style or way. This is one of the ways that these hating people, they will show who they really are, what they're really feeling inside. When they start sizing you up and they're looking you up and down and they're watching you weird and they're looking at you odd, it's almost like these people are trying to look through you, right? Because they know there's more to you. So they're looking through you to try to see, like, like, I have to make sure that I get everything down pat here, right? So yeah, Dorothy says, this is a big topic, Andrea, right? Yep. And the thing about secret competition is that, once again, when you see this hating energy come out, it may hit you like a ton of bricks, especially because, especially if it's coming from your own people. I mean, if you're amongst your family or amongst your friends and you see your friend kind of looking at you odd and you don't really know why, or that's not really how she or he moves with you, you're going to know that there's something off. A lot of times it may be happening for many years and we just turned a blind eye to it, or we don't really see it like that. But something clicks to where we know, like, this person, there's something off about how they act around me. I may love them. We've been friends for 15 years. Yeah, all of those things might be true. But now you're starting to see this weird copycat energy, lurking energy, people around you, but they're lurking anyway. Like, they're in your midst, they're in your presence, but they're lurking. They have this lurking energy, like they're watching you very closely, your mannerisms, how you carry yourself. You see them looking at you very different from how you remember them looking at you, them watching you. And you want to say something, but you may feel like you're in over your head here because you're thinking, these are my people. We've been friends. This is my cuz. Like, can't be nothing going on, right? But there could be. They could be in secret competition with you. They're looking at you like that and glaring at you like that because they want to see if they could do it like you. How do you do it? And can they mimic that? Can they match that? So that's one of the dead giveaways when people start having these secret competitions. It just takes one time for you to walk in the room and you look kind of different and you're moving kind of different and you're very confident. And these people, they may have always saw you like as a neutral person, but now they see you in a new light, a brand new energy. So now when you walk into the room, they're kind of like, I don't remember him looking like that before. How come I never felt like this before? Why is she shining like that? I don't remember her. What? And they're trying to wrap their heads around it because they're trying to recall the times that they've been around you, they've been with you, and they don't remember you looking like this or seeming being like this, right? It's very jarring to them. And that's one of the first times when they're going to start having this competition in their heads. They made it up in their heads. They could have still loved you. They could have still been your rider. They could have still been there for you. Instead, this competition started brewing in their own heads. And it just goes crazy from there. Oh, man. Church competition is strong. Can you imagine church? Wow, that seems backwards, doesn't it? That doesn't seem right. Hey, Keith, how are you? Sorry, guys. I have a little cold, so please bear with me, but I'm here and I'm ready to talk about this. Trust me, I'm here and I'm good. Hello from Sweden. Nice to have you here. It feels very evil, Sam says. It feels very diabolical, doesn't it? It seems it doesn't seem right. Something seems wrong when people start putting you in a competition and these are your folks. It doesn't add up, right? It doesn't add up. Their mouth sweet like honey, but in their heart is a drawn sword, right? Blessings to you, Anthony. Yep. Secret competition, like I said, when these people start looking at you in a different light and they start seeing you in a new energy, They know you're in a new energy. You know you're in a new energy. So everybody's on a consensus here. The issue they start having is how can they deal with you now? Because now you're walking into this new energy. They've never seen you like this before. They've never seen you moving like this before. And they may have known you your whole life, but it's like you're looking brand new. So these people are looking for ways to like cope with this, you know? And so that's where, in my opinion, their secret competition started, is when they just kind of looked at you for a little while longer. They're kind of like, huh, like he has it going on. She has it going on. They're cool. They're good. You know, they're going places. Wow. Like they really captivate people's hearts, man. Like these people are really, they really shake the room up, and they see your impact and they feel it. So then they start putting you in this one-sided, secreted, coveted competition where you don't know what's going on at first. At first, you don't know, but they know, because now it's like, wow, like I'm associated with this person who I may have thought was super great, super dope, right? But now I'm seeing them in this new energy and it's bothering me. They can't accept it. It's like they want to like you, but they can't, because they've created this one-sided competition, this very secret, very private competition. And it's almost like you are an active player in this competition, but it's unbeknownst to you. Meaning that no matter, every time you come around and anytime you open your mouth or anytime you pull up on the scene, it's a trigger, it's a reminder for these people who, remember, they're in a secret competition with you in their heads. So anytime they see you and you're just kind of showing who you are, and you know, you're hugging these people, you're loving on these people sometimes, but in themselves, they're brewing like a disdain for you is brewing. A bad energy for you is brewing. They're starting to compare themselves to you. Anything you do, they think about if they've done it, if they can do it. Anything you've got, can I get that? Can I top that? It's like everything about your life, they try to copy and mimic and fashion themselves to you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Those are dangerous folks, right? Right, they're going to have to cope forever, Persian says. Forever, right? Because now you're in your energy and it's not going anywhere. Your energy is not dissipating fast enough for these people, you know? They'd rather you just not be great and not be real and not be outspoken. They'd much rather you be a wallflower, don't say too much, don't do too much, right? Because in that way they feel like they can dominate you, control you, and really take your spot, take your position, is what they're hoping for. When you're in a competition with somebody, when they put you in a secret competition, you're their rival. You understand? It's not a pleasant thing. It's not a pleasant connection here. It's very much like, I have to find a way to take him down. I have to find a way to kick her off her throne because I want to shine. She shouldn't shine. I want to shine. And they start doing, and everything that you do, they want to copy, they want to fashion, or they want to outdo, right? Rather than supporting you and working on themselves so they can shine too, they reject this. They are their own worst enemy. Like they reject their own opportunities to see your opportunities flop or be destroyed. What type of thing is that? But that's what they will do. When people are in secret competition with you, there's no stopping, there's no limit to how far these people will go to destroy and to try to take you down. You know, this competition is like they find reasons every day to dislike you. They find reasons every day to stay away from you or to be in your energy as well. It's weird, but a lot of them will want to be in your energy. They will want to be around you. They feel like they must, because if they're not able to copy you. They're not able to compete effectively with you if they're not around to see how you're moving, what you're doing, what you're up to, right? So I'm aware now that when people come around me, you know, people, they're not always genuine. They don't always move genuine. Sometimes there's an ulterior motive for why they want to come around. It's not always wholesome. It's not because they want to kick it. It's because they want to see what I'm doing so they could try to do something about it, right? So I'm very vigilant, hyper vigilant to those sort of energies. And I don't partake. I mean, there's space for everybody to shine, everybody can glow, everybody can go where they want to go. These secret competitions that these haters put you in are totally unfair and even unjust to themselves. Why do that to yourself? Why? Like when you can grow as an individual, elevate your own mind instead of hating on the next man or the next woman. Why not elevate your mind? Why not go far? Why not work for what you want instead of trying to tear the next guy or the next woman down? Right? So it's like they're doing an injustice to themselves, and it's worrisome. And you didn't do anything to these people. They just viewed you in a weird way now, and then it's like everything switched, and now you're their rival. That's what it's come to, you know? Hmm. Intentions are seen, most definitely, Universal says, right? The spiritual mind is a powerful mind, Keith says. Absolutely. And I mean, with secret competition, this stuff goes south very quickly. Very quickly. It doesn't end well because somebody's going to get something is going to come to the surface. Something negative is going to come to the surface, and people are going to be upset. The parties involved are going to be upset. There's going to be some kind of rift, some kind of unveiling here. Like everything's going to come to the light, and there's going to be severe problems. The thing that I've noticed about secret competition in my own situation is that it's sudden. It takes no trigger. There's no warning. There's no prompt or anything. You kind of just feel the energy right off the bat, like just kind of like suddenly. You'll feel like your people are acting weird around you. They're looking at you a little different, a little too long for your liking, a little too weird. They're giving you these weird vibes, weird energy. And you're looking at them, and it's like, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you moving like that? You're my bro. Why are you watching me like that? Or your cuz, or your aunt, or your best friend. Best friend, though, I mean, we put labels to these people. These people are supposed to mean a lot to us, right? But now they're looking at us funny. They're looking at us, and they look like displeased. There's something about their attitude, their body language that's hinting to the fact that they're not pleased with you. There's something about you that's making their time shaky. You know what I mean? It's like you're bringing about uncertain vibes. Like you make them feel uncertain. And these people will just like, it's almost like these people are in I don't even know how to describe it. But what I do know, what I've seen in my situations, like these people who I know and who know me, I'll just be sitting and I'll just look up, and this person will just be looking at me. And and I know that's not their nature. I know that's not how they are. I know that's not usual for this person. They've never looked at me like that. At least I think. At least I thought. You know what I mean? Because we don't catch everything. But you'll see these people like just kind of looking at you, kind of grilling you from across the room. And you're thinking to yourself, well, is there something on me? Is there something wrong? There's nothing wrong. The only thing that's happening here is that these people are really seeing you for who you are. They're seeing you for who you are, and they don't like it. They don't like it because it's too real. Okay. And once again, this theme of being real, it's a lot deeper. It's so much deeper than just, being able to have a conversation, being able to connect. There's something about you, like something like embedded in your DNA, like real to the bone, like totally different. You move totally different. It's not something that's just how you talk, how you come across. It's to the core, like who you really are. Your secret competitors, they feel that about you. They feel this energy like you're real to the core, and there's no topping that. When you're real to the bone, no matter what happens to you, no matter what has happened, no matter what adversity, and you're still real and you're still cool and you still go out there and you hustle and you grow, I'm telling you, like these people start acting different, and they're going to have this competitive energy like they want to take something from you. It's like they feel like you got something of theirs and they want it back. That's how they act. It's like they're jilted, very much jilted. It's like a very jealous person who's upset about something they don't have. Like it's terrible. It gets crazy. It gets pretty creepy. Hi Marvin, you said there is something on us, that aura. Right, that it's unmistakable, okay? When people feel you, they feel you and they can't forget about it, you know? They'll hit you up ever so often and try to link up with you because they remembered your energy was like on point. Like you were always on point. You always made sense to these people. You're the only person, okay, maybe not the only person, but probably one of the top people who made sense to these people, who, you know, you just spoke that real stuff and you got across, you left a good impact, okay? But these jealous people, you may have left an impact on them. They start putting you in a secret competition unbeknownst to you, and now, you know, it's very unstable, right? Very unstable. Mm-hmm. Dorothy, can you only imagine? Can you only imagine, Dorothy, what it would be like, right? When they hear your name, right? When they hear your name, probably triggers them too. When they hear your name, it's like, oh, it's like they just don't want to hear it. They'll have something negative to say about it. People are jealous. I'm telling you, jealousy runs very deep. Jealousy is as old as time. Competition is rampant. Competition has always been a thing. Now people are competing to very bad lengths. Like people are taking it too far when it comes to, you know, trying to take something from somebody else and trying to distort the image of that individual and make them look bad in the community. I mean, it's going deep, it's going too far. In my personal opinion, I feel like these secret competitions are of very poor taste, because it's not fair to you. You didn't do anything to these people for you to be subjected to this kind of treatment where people are acting very standoffish with you, very short with you, acting like you did something, acting like you have something for them. And you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, what did I do to you? Why are you treating me like this? Why are you moving like this? These people have created the anger, the storm. They've weathered their own storm, not really weathered, but they created it. They created the storm, and it's like it's almost like these people, you know, they concocted a whole thing here where they feel like you're the person that took everything from them. Like they feel like you, until this moment they were shining. That's how they kind of feel. Like until this moment they were on top, until you presented a different way, or you presented the truth or some sort of strong knowing, right? They saw you for who you really were, and then everything switched, and now they do not feel like they're the best person or the strongest person or they're the prettiest, most handsome person, even though looks really don't matter here. But that's what they may think. They may feel like, wow, they don't look the most attractive compared to you. They're not as smart as compared to you. They're not as wise or successful as you. They start putting you in a competition and going to try to compete and fashion themselves to you any chance they get. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Oh my. Bryce says, if people don't address the problems with you, then they aren't seeking solutions and may seek validation from others in regards to how they feel about you. I mean, it's true. They're trying to get like intel. They're trying to size up the community as well to see what is their viewpoint, what are their stances in regards to you, in regards to who you might be, where you might go. I'm telling you, people do a lot. Secret competition is very low vibrational. It's not helping them, it's not helping you. All it's doing is causing separation. All it's doing is causing burned bridges. All it's doing is causing rifts and more hateful energies coming to the surface. That's all it's doing. It's not helping nobody. It's not helping them. They think it's helping them, but really it's hurting them. and it's harming you as well, because now it's something you feel like you have to deal with. But always rise above this negative energy, because people who see that you're going up are going to try to find a way to take you down. Not everybody's going to try to take you down. Some people are going to be very much supportive of you, very much like on your team. Even if they're in their own lane, they're on your team as well, because they support you no matter where you go and what you do. Unfortunately, hating energies, when these people see you and they see you in your true glory, your full glory, and how amazing you really are, they can't forget that. It's like embedded in their mind, and now it's like these people have to get you. Like they have to get you, they have to stop you, they can't like you, they can't talk to you in the same ways that they used to. You ever have those connections where y'all used to be really cool, and then all of a sudden now the relationship is at a pause or it's at a standstill because this person doesn't want to move with you or talk to you or deal with you, doesn't want to answer text messages, don't want to call, don't want to interact. And even when they are interacting with you, right, you can feel the distance. There's a big distance between you and them. The energy is off. There's no denying when the energy is off with the people that you know, with your own folks. There's no denying it, because you see patterns and you can recognize when something is off. So I've been in these situations where, you could be cool with somebody, at least you think you are, but then in the background, there's hating energies. You can feel it. It's all come to the surface. They have a distance. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to look you in the eyes. They don't want to hear you. They feel exasperated when you open your mouth. People like, oh, you know what I mean? And they feel annoyed when you speak, or they feel annoyed when you express yourself. They don't like when you express yourself. They'd much rather you give the quick expedited version. They don't want to hear you talk for too long. They don't want to see you for too long, because you're a trigger and you're reminding them with this convoluted thought in their mind that, they're in a competition with you and you're an active participant. It reminds them, when these people see you, it reminds them that you're better than them. Even if you're not trying to be better than them, your presence is a trigger and a reminder that you're doing well and they aren't doing as well as you are, though they may be doing well in their own right. In their minds, it's not fair. They feel like you're doing way better, getting way more, and they feel like they should be getting more and you should be getting nothing. It gets because they're angry. You understand? They're very angry. So because they're angry, they don't want to see you with a little. They'd rather see you with nothing. They'd rather get everything that you've got, see you with nothing, see you depleted, and that would satiate them here, right? That would make them feel really good about their situation. But it's all toxic. It's all low vibrational. It's not helping anybody, right? It's not helping anybody. Mm-hmm. The dreamer says these people are usually mentally ill and disturbed. Mm-hmm. Yes, Sam says protect your peace. That's what these demons are after. Exactly. Right. Right. It is crazy what these people will do. Absolutely. And they're still not going to be happy. Real talk says they're not going to be happy anyway, right? At the end of it all, there's still going to be like there's some part of them that feels like they gotta, because you're too great. And that's what's happening here. Like you're too great for them. You're too great. You cannot be annihilated or destroyed in the way that they think, because they're thinking like, they do a 1-2 step. They do a 1-2 step and you'll be done with. And they don't realize that that's not how it works. You're very much like on the go. You're very much abundant, and you're very much witty and intelligent. Like they're not going to just be able to just do one thing, do two things. But these people are plotters. You must be aware that these people who are in secret competitions are plotters in the sense that they will put forth a good amount of energy to do things, to try to trigger you or try to compete. These hating energies, it's almost like these people feel like you destroyed them. Like you destroyed them. That's what they really feel like. Like I'm trying to find a way where it doesn't sound so bad, but it is bad because it's like in their minds, they feel like you and you alone are their biggest contender here. Like you really like push them to the limit. You push them to a point where they never thought they would be pushed to. Now they realize that, wow, they've got their work cut out for them. That's what they feel when they come around you. They've got their work cut out. They have to have everything from head to toe down to a T if they're going to be in your presence. And they think that matters, but it doesn't matter because your energy is on point. Your energy is unique. It doesn't really matter about what you got on. Doesn't really matter about how you present yourself because people misinterpret that as well. They misinterpret how you appear and they correlate that with how you must be, right? So when it doesn't match or doesn't align or it shocks them in some kind of way, they start getting more jealous, getting more volatile, getting more jilted. This is just what's going to keep happening until you get away because they're not going to stop, you know, they're not going to stop until they feel like they got something from you. And these people are very much hating energies that are relentless. They will do anything to try to get your attention and to try to destroy you as well and to get everything. It's weird because they're never ever getting anything from you in the pursuit of trying to destroy you. These competitions are fruitless, completely fruitless. I'm telling you, it brings them nothing but euphoria in the moment because they feel like, oh yeah, I bothered him today. Yup, I did that. And they feel some gratification, temporary, of course, it wears off. When it wears off, these people get agitated. It's just like somebody who is addicted to something, I'm telling you. It wears off. Their attacks and the feelings of euphoria that came about when they hurt you, when they spoke ill of you, when they got people to turn against you. These hating energies, these copycat people, they get a lot of gratification when they stop you for a moment, when you look their way for a moment, when you just stop, when you cater to them. But eventually, when you're kind of like, okay, and you move on with your life and you do what you do, right? And they're upset because now that high has brought them to a low and now they're plateauing and they need something. They need something to allow them to feel that euphoria again, which is probably going to be some next energy, some next drama, some next problem. That's what gives them a rise. You know, these people love drama. Weirdos, Ethan says. Drama, I'm telling you. Joshua Irwin says, usually stems from insecurity and feeling not able. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. They get more furious. Absolutely. Right. Josh says, I don't understand how if you hate someone, then why do you watch them nonstop? Why? Because they need you. They need you. They feel like they need you. Can you imagine the shame that they feel? Can you imagine the discomfort that they feel? This is terrible. Can you imagine that these people put you in a secret competition, right? So now think about the bare bones of this. I'm telling you, it's super crazy, but this is odd. This is an oddity to me. These people, like I said in the beginning, they watch you, they see you in your full glory, in your full light, and they start concocting this one-sided competition with you being a participant, but it's unbeknownst to you, right? Now, from here on in, they're going to start doing things that are going to point to the fact that they're competing. They're trying to copy everything you do. They're trying to undermine what you do and bring themselves to the forefront by tearing you down and looking at you sideways, turning the community against you, all types of stuff, trying to tear you down. But here's the real kicker, right? They need you, though. They can't do this without you. So it's like you are a participant, but it's like unwillingly because they pull on your energy and they need you. They need your energy. They need to be around you. They need to hear from you ever so often. So they kind of get that high from you, they kind of get that rise, they kind of get that energy or the tools they feel like they need to continue this mental thing, this thing that they're doing to themselves, messing up their own mind, muddying up their own headspace with this one-sided competition that's only really hurting them, because no matter what, you're moving forward. You're not you're not really here kicking it with these people who are self-loathing and trying to hurt you and trying to stop you and stuff like that. You're not really kicking it with these folks. So in the end, you're moving forward. They're still kind of here. They're getting more angry. They're getting more bitter, more jilted, more desperate. They'll do a lot of things to try to completely eradicate your character, like erase you. I'm telling you, like, they will do a lot, and it ends nowhere. It goes nowhere. It's a dead end. It's like they can't go past that. And what? Like, what was the end game here? And what? What? Nothing. It's nothing. Hey, Nathan, how nice to see you. Yep, Ethan says energy vampires. They really are. You could definitely expect that people who are in secret competition with you are energy vampires, because they need your energy to be able to fashion themselves to you. So they're doing this harm to themselves. Like, why do all that? Why not work on yourself? Why not, take care of your state of affairs, right? But your life looks so much more attractive, like your life looks so much more pleasant and put together. It's like you look great and you're doing well, and people feel like they're not doing well. They cannot match that, and they want to destroy that. But in the pursuit of destroying you, they're destroying themselves. They're not helping you. They're not helping anybody in this situation. All they're doing here is tearing down their own walls, their own foundation. They're breaking their own spirits down over somebody who helped them, who catered to them, who was there for them. You were there for a lot of these people who turn on you and make you the subject of this one-sided competition. And when I think about that, I think that's just so low, very low, very, very low. Junior says, we're moving forward. They can't stop us. Right. Keith says, God will destroy the gossip and wicked people. Yep. Yeah, these people, you can't be around them for too long, and don't worry, a lot of times they'll remove themselves from the situation, so you don't really have to do much. These people don't like to be around you for too long. They take you in doses, you understand? Doses? They take you in short, like they take you when they need you type of thing. Like when they have to get an energy boost, they'll want to come around you, they'll want to call you, they'll want to text you. And outside of that, you won't really hear from them much, because but they will still lurk. They will still watch you very closely. They'll still watch everything that you do. They'll copy what you do. They'll try to get information about you from others because they have a lot of pride. They don't want to bring themselves to the forefront. They don't want to expose that they're really interested in what you're dealing with. So they'll do it through third parties. They'll recruit people. If these are narcissists, they will have flying monkeys to come at you. And these flying monkeys' main objective here is to get info from you. So these people are pretty much the slaves of the narc. You know what I mean? They will do anything the narc says. They will not stop. They will not fold. They don't want to be the person on the receiving end of the narc's relentless ways, diabolical ways. So the flying monkeys, all these people have a part in this one-sided competition. People will go against you for this person's delusional one-sided competition, And they all know it. They all know that there's a jealousy involved. They all know that there's a hating energy involved. A lot of people can be jealous of you, can be envious of you, but suppress it enough to where they treat you as you should be. They may look at you like, oh man, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I had a guy like her or girl. And you know what I mean? And they may compare a little bit, but they still respect you enough and love you enough. And, they take it out of their head. They don't let it take over their mind. They will treat you as you should be treated. And so a lot of people, they may feel like you got some things that they want, but they love you, they respect you, and they're not going to let that turn into a competition, especially a one-sided competition. But these jealous folks, there's no stopping these people when they're very jealous of you, when they feel like you have it all and they have nothing. They feel like that. They may have a lot though, but compared to you, they feel like they're lacking. Okay, they feel like they're in complete and utter state of lack. Mm-hmm. Right. Junior says every time you do good, you can see the bad energy in other people. I mean, it's totally true. You bring an energy that, like, an unstoppable energy, like you're almost unstoppable. People can't stop you, okay? They've tried, it doesn't work. And so this kind of fuels these one-sided competitions. It fuels it. It makes people feel like there's got to be something I could do. There's got to be something I could do. Like, this guy, this girl, they're not, there's got to be a way to stop them. There's got to be a way for me to, like, take their shine. Your shine comes from here. And they don't understand that. These people are surface leveled. They don't understand where your shine comes from. It doesn't come from what you look like, how you present yourself. It may be a part of it, but it's not all of it. Right? You're deeper than that. And so, these people in one-sided competitions are not very deep at all. If you think about, the state of the situation, the facts of the situation, when people put you in a one-sided competition, right? It's very surface leveled. There's no real point. There's no real, because I'm telling you, all they're competing with is what you have, or what they perceive you as having, right? It could be attention as well. Getting attention. People want to compete for your attention. They don't want their people to give you too much attention. They don't want other people. I've seen this stuff. They don't want people to see how you truly are. So they'll taint the mind of the person before these people come around you. But I'm telling you, when these people come around you, when they see you for who you really are, they'll treat you accordingly. I've been in situations like this where you could tell these people were told weird things. You could tell the energy, like they're kind of shocked. They're like trying to put it together, like, this girl, this is who you're talking about? They don't say that, but you get that energy that they've been told bullcrap. They've been told lies. They've been deceived. And at the end of the night, they're standing beside you wanting to know your whole life story after being misled by these jealous energies and the jealous haters looking at you like this from across the room. And these people's tactics don't work. They're very much short term. They serve no purpose. All it does, it soothes these people in the moment, like Robitussin for a cough. I mean, eventually the Robitussin effects will wear off because it's not really solving the matter here. It's not really helping the issue. It's kind of like numbing the issue. These people, I'm telling you, like, you it's pointless to me. It's pointless. It's pointless. Ethan says it's game over for these demons. Right. Keith said too much hate and demons in people. Inner evil spirit. Right. Right. Sam says, what about the ones pretend they are you just because they went on this downloading spree from your life? Now they think you. I'm telling you, Sam, isn't it bizarre? You know what? Why that's happening as well? I'll tell you why, Sam. That's a really good point that you brought up. Because what people will do is that they will lurk. They will just lurk and they will watch you very closely. They got a little bit here, a little bit off Facebook, a little bit off Instagram, a little bit off Twitter, right? So they really feel like they know you, or these people might be around you, like physically around you. You guys may be at a party, at an event, at a place, any place. And these people kind of watch you for a little bit and look, and they feel like they got, once again, they feel like they got you down pat, but they don't. They don't have the energy, they don't have your spirit, they don't have anything that makes up your whole being, okay? Once again, these individuals are extremely surface level. So what they're trying to mimic here is not all there is to you. You could switch how you look. You could switch, but your energy always remains the same. I'm telling you, these people know. Even when people look at you and they haven't seen you for a long time, you ever notice how these people look at you and they're kind of unsure if it's you? But then when you open your mouth and you start talking, or when you open your mouth or you start smiling, it's like that's you. That's your real, that's you. That has not changed. Your energy has not changed. Your vibe has not changed. It may have it may have grown. Your energy may have grown or really solidified, like it really has taken its full shape, full form, but it's still nostalgic. Your energy is very nostalgic to a lot of people. And I mean when I say that, because people will say, people will remember you from years ago. And when you by chance see these people, they feel reminiscent, like they start reminiscing about their prior interactions with you, how you made them feel, what you guys used to do. And though you've all grown up, we've all grown up, but there's something about you that is very unchanging, very much nostalgic. You just bring that energy that a lot of people are not able to replicate. That's the bottom line. They could copy anything on you, but the energy is in you and they're not getting this. So this jealous competition is 100% fruitless. I'm telling you, no point. Mm-hmm. Yep. There's only one us, right? Right. Right. Sam says it's sad to see people hurting themselves like this. It is sad. Because like why do that? Why do all that? Why? For to what end? To what end? Mm-hmm. you know, with secret competition, and in my own situations that I've been in, one thing I do notice is that, like I said earlier, it comes about very suddenly. It hits you like a ton of bricks, and it's like, whoa, like really? Why is my bro acting like that all of a sudden? Why is my cuz acting like that all of a sudden? Why is my best friend who I've known since elementary school, why is she acting like that? Why is she looking at me like that? Why is she moving like that? Why is she going against what I say? Like these people, like, I don't know, it's like they want you to look bad in front of other people, or they want you to appear odd in front of other people. They want you to be insecure about the energy that you're in. So they'll say certain things to try to trip you up or confuse you amongst a group of individuals. And they're doing this in a way where it's like they want to, it's actually sad. It's actually very, very sad. You may think about, oh, like I can't believe that these people are moving this way with me, because I was always cool with them. I was always nice to them. I gave to them. They liked me. They were cool with me. We had conversations. We kicked it. We went out. We went to the same school. That's my uncle. It could be anybody. You're trying to wrap your head around what happened. Why did they switch? Why did they switch on you like that? What did you do? You're going to start feeling like, what did you do? You're trying to think about what I did, what I did, what I do. What did I do? Did I say something to him? Was it my tone? Did I have an attitude? What did I do? there's nothing that you did here. All you did was you're in your new energy, you're showing who you are, you're looking very brand new to a lot of folks, and they're not able to really like control, like they're not able to get a grip of how you make them feel now. They're very much unstable in the way that they feel about you. They liked you from before, they may have really liked you, but now they're jealous of you. They went to the other side, that dark side, and now they're like, you're their enemy, you're their nemesis, like you're the person they want to stop. You're the person they think that you've done nothing for anybody. You've done so much for them. A lot of these people, you've done a lot for them. You've given them those good vibes, that good talk. Sometimes you probably held their hand to try to help them to calmer waters. These people turn around and they start copying you. It's just low down to me. It seems low down. Mm-hmm. I like that, Ethan. Thank you for that. Mm-hmm. I should really turn off these Wayfair notifications. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so exactly, low down, dirty shame. Really, I know. It's crazy. You know, um, one thing I had to come to a realization was that no matter how nice you've been to people, no matter how giving you've been to people, no matter all the good talks, the good vibes that you brought to your folks, it's all canceled out when they start having you in a competition. All of that is overridden because now it's overridden with jealousy, with envy and disdain for you. Um, it's almost like these people can't look at you the same way, they can't treat you the same way, they can't move the same way with you as they used to, because now they're overtaken by jealousy and envy rather than love and support for you, right? So they switch the roles. They don't want to play that nice role or that kind role to you or with you. They start moving different, they start moving funny. These people don't like to they don't want to they want to ignore your light. They'd rather look away from your light. They don't want to accept your light, but your light was always there. It's almost like these people are just now seeing your light. They're just now seeing you in your full glory. They've been seeing you. But it's like now it's like a sight that is scary to them. You're a sight to behold, but it's scary to them. Like they feel some type of way when you come around, and these secret competitions are overtaking their lives. They can't snap out of it. It's like these people are stuck on you, stuck on your energy, stuck on trying to destroy you, stuck on trying to stop you, you know? So these secret competitions, they only go south very quickly. They don't really prosper, they don't really go anywhere. You keep going up and these people stay stuck. Unfortunately, we may not want them to be stuck, but it's going to kind of get to that because of what they've been delving into. They've been delving into real jealous energy, real jealous waters. And when these people start swimming in these envious waters where, they want you to lose everything. They want you to lose everything and you be depleted and they somehow conquer you, but they'll never really find themselves in your position because your path is your path and they can't stop what's there for you, what's made for you. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Mm-hmm. Hey, reality, you said God's dusting us off. Right. Right. Yeah, they do switch upon us real fast, real quick, with no warning. There is no warning. There is no, like I said, you could be really kind to these people, and it won't matter how kind you were, how much you've helped them. if they don't like you now because they're jealous of you now or they're envious of you now, there's nothing you can do to stop what's going to come next. I mean, overall, these people have put it in their minds that you are actively trying to take them down when you're just doing your own thing. You're not really in a competition with them. They feel like you are their rival. They must beat you, they must stop you, and they won't treat you the same. They simply just will not treat you the same way because they don't see you as an equal. They see you as somebody who has surpassed them. And so now they feel very low compared to you, even if they have a lot of good things going for them, but it's not enough. When they see what you've got, it's not enough. Like they got to take everything from you. They'll switch up on you on a dime. They will not respect you. They will not want to hear you out. They will not want to be in a room with you for too long because you get to them, you aggravate them, you mess up their minds. Totally not on purpose here, you just kind of mess them up because it's like these people feel like, wow, like I don't know who I am around these folks. I don't know, like they thought they were the ish, you know what I mean? Until they see that you're everything and more. In their minds, there's no beating you, but they're still gonna try to beat you. And they know that you're very mighty and you're very attractive. You're doing good things and you're looking good doing it. And you're very confident. You're in this new energy. Like, yeah, I know who I am. Yeah, I know. And what? Like these people can't really touch you. You're very much untouchable. It gets them more angry because they realize that no matter what sort of diluted, convoluted, ridiculous competition that they put you in their own minds, they realize like, they're never going to be able to top you. It's too much. It's too much for them to do. They know going into it, they're going to fail. They're not going to be able to stop you. But once again, it pacifies them or it helps them get through their problems temporarily. Like I said, like Robitussin temporarily for a cold. It's not really getting rid of that cold. It's really just suppressing the symptoms, So when people feel like they did something to you, it suppresses the anger. It suppresses their feelings of inadequacy in that moment. It suppresses it, but it's going to come out. The problems are going to come out again. The jealousy is going to come out. The anger, they're going to get angry. They're going to be going through withdrawals. Like these people, they need you. They need to hurt you to feel like they're on top. Even if they've already been having more than you, they want to take you all the way down. It's like they don't want to see you with nothing. It's crazy. Let them suffer alone. We can't always carry these people with us, especially when they have these hating energies, these low vibrational tendencies. We can't take everybody with us, Reality says they have many regrets. I mean, you can say that again, reality. They're extremely regretful because they know that you were a real one. You were a real one. You gave them those real vibes. You have that real energy, and it's intoxicating energy. I mean, they like you, they dig you, but they're jealous of you, reality. And a lot of you here, they're jealous of just your whole existence. Because it's not just that you're getting more. It's not just that you know who you are. It's not just that you're kind and you're charitable, for example. It's so much deeper than that. It's almost like I said, to the core of it. Even if you had nothing, it would still be your nature. It would still be like a part of your genetic makeup in a way. It's just you. It's just who you are, and there's no changing it. There's no stopping that. Like whatever your genetic makeup is, that's just what it is. Right. And there's no altering that. Right. And so that's how it is with you and your behavior, your mannerisms, your energy, your vibe. We've all went through highs and lows in life where we did a lot of unsavory things that didn't really suit us, really wasn't a good choice, shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that. We go through a lot of trials and tribulations. I'm the type of person that made a lot of mistakes, like a lot of things I shouldn't have done, shouldn't have said. I'm not embarrassed to say that. A lot of bad choices, And I can't take that back. You can't, some things you cannot take back because it's back there. It's in the past and you can't change the past. But you can move different now. You can walk with your head high now. You can forgive yourself for the things you've done and the things you've said and the things that you should have done or should have said or should have went. And you can forgive all that. Walk with your head high, move forward. A lot of people don't see the healing, the sadness. They don't see the path to reform here. They don't understand, the inner turmoil that you may have been facing for quite a while. They don't see the adversity. They don't feel your anxiety, maybe where you have anxiety about certain things about your life. They don't see none of that. They just see a very arrogant individual who thinks they're all that, trying to show off, trying to be better than the next man or the next woman. No, you're trying to be a better you, right? And when you're trying to be a better you, that's very, very deep. A lot of people don't understand that. They think it's, bogus. They think it's baloney. They don't get how, why it's such a big thing to you. But because they don't see the problems, they don't see all the issues, they don't see all the work you had to do, all the pain. So they're not going to understand it, but they're hating though. But they're jealous, but they're fighting you, but they're smear campaigning you, talking all types of smack, going around town, speaking ill of you, trying to get you in a problem, trying to put you in an issue, trying to see chaos envelop your life because they see that you have a very good life ahead of you. So a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict from these jealous people who don't know nothing about you. Know nothing about you. All they see is what they see is what they think it is. Mm-hmm. Right. Real talk, Kwana says, can't look back, it hurts, but I'm a better person because I see clearer now. I mean, I feel that way as well. I feel that way that, like a lot of mistakes have been done, a lot of bad things, a lot of unsavory things have taken place. But now that you know what it is, you can find solace in that and move accordingly now because you have the knowledge now, you've got the power now. I mean, the power was always there, but it needed to be activated. Just like any kind of power, it needs to be activated in some kind of way or fashion, right? So, this is what has happened here. You've woken up, you've shown people who you are, what you're about. People are jealous, they put you in a competition. They don't really think about the anxiety, the past, your troubles, your trials and tribulations. They don't really think you have any issues. They think you have quite a pompous life, quite a pompous presence. They think that you think you're all that. You don't care about thinking that you're all that. You're finding your way in this world. You're moving accordingly. A lot of people are upset. They're disturbed. They feel some type of way. They can't stop you from going to the top. They can't stop you. They've tried to talk ill of you, tried to turn people against you because they want people to look at you like you're a very bad person. He did that, she did that. They've done 10 times worse, 15 times worse. Nobody bats an eyelash. These people are not going, anywhere really. Nobody bats an eyelash when these people are doing the worst of the worst, right? Everybody has a ready excuse for these folks because these folks, they feel like they're better than. Of course, everybody's very much, it's all cult like. It's very much cult like, it's very much evil like because these people, these haters have done a lot of bad things as well that they're not willing to admit. They're not willing to come to terms with. They burned a lot of bridges, they did a lot of dirt, and rather than dealing with the dirt, uncovering things, taking things out of the dirt, looking at it, trying to feel like what should you do next? Where should you go next? What route to take? These people don't want to do that. They want to keep things buried and they want to see you down. You understand? So it's like that's pretty deep when you think about people having these deep-seated issues, and rather than tackling these issues, which can be painful, but still take baby steps. They don't want to do it. They would rather destroy you and stop you and control you and dominate you and try to take from you, take your energy, take your shine in hopes that they will look more favorable, but they've not done the work here. Their life is still very shaky. I'm telling you, it's fruitless, it's ridiculous. But this is what people will do when you get them feeling like this. These one-sided competitions are completely and is unjust to themselves. I can have some sympathy towards these haters a little bit. Because like there's gotta be something wrong where it's like it's gotta be something wrong where you feel like you have to completely eradicate the person's mission, or you have to eradicate a person's character, or you have to say bad things about the next man or the next woman to bring euphoria, temporary euphoria to yourself, but your situation is still very much uncertain. It's like, to me, it's bold. It's a bold move. It's really bold. Like people do a lot of things that are very, very bold, very, very brash. And in the end, that Robitussin is not Robitussin. It's not doing this remedy, this self remedy that they've been doing, putting you in a problem and hoping it's going to soothe them. It's not working here, right? Because it's low vibrational and it's hurting them. They're sabotaging themselves. They're hurting themselves, trying to hurt you who is healing. Like it's never going to work out for them. Never. It's never going to work out. It's never going to work out. The wrong medicine, Universal says, right. 100%. It's not medicining, right? It's not working out the way that it's like false advertising, like it's not hitting. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm not buying into it, I don't get why they do this. Like, I mean, like, I get why, but then I don't get why, because they're sabotaging themselves. And it's like, come on here, work on yourself, do the self-healing. I know it's painful, but you gotta try. I had to do self-healing and it very much disturbed me. It very much bothered me because I was not used to going deep into myself. I always thought myself to be a deep person, but not towards myself, to other things, to other aspects, yes, but not to myself. That was different. And when I did that, it was very disturbing, but at the same time, very much rejuvenating, very much needed, or else I would just be stuck, and I didn't want to be stuck. Nobody likes the feeling of being stuck. If you're making yourself stuck, I felt like, it was coming to that point. It's like, it's got to be something. And everything was revealed to me and everything is clear now. So now when I know how things really are, how people really move, how I move, the things that I do that are very unsavory, bad habits, bad moves, not taking the right moves, not going the right places, not doing the right things. Everything has been revealed. So I move accordingly now. And I feel like I'm on the road to reform because of it, because I had to do the self-healing and it was not pleasant, but it was necessary, right? So that's what it is. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lamont says, and it's so nice to see you, Lamont. Lamont says, yeah, doing the inner work on yourself is hard, but it's definitely the most rewarding. Got to look in that mirror, and of course, the reflection might be hard to look at, and I don't mean literally. It's just that feeling of uncertainty. Like, who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I doing the right things? Why do I feel so uncomfortable with these people or in this situation? Why do I feel so sad? Why do I feel so down? Looking at yourself in the mirror, really looking at yourself and looking at who's looking back, that's going to reveal a lot to you. That's going to reveal a lot to you. It makes me wonder when those people have phobias, and I don't mock phobias because I have a phobia. I have a fear of heights, like an actual phobia of heights. So I'm not mocking phobias in any which way, but what I'm trying to say is, like, some people have fear of mirrors and have fear of reflections and seeing themselves and seeing what's looking back. And I know there's some superstition attached to that, but I can't help but wonder if these people feel they feel scared to see themselves, scared to see who's looking back. And the person that's looking back, are they going to be happy? Are they going to be afraid of what they see? So when you have to look at yourself and you see yourself in your form at that time, and you see and it's revealed that there's a lot of things that may need to be changed here, altered, modified. It may be a lot for you to take in, because maybe you thought you were really doing well, but it's like something's revealed to you, or some things, a lot of truths are revealed. Who you are is what it is. If there's some changes that need to be done, you got to be willing to make those changes. If not, you will continue to see a trend in whatever direction that your life is supposed to go. It's just going to continue down that way until you take, the opportunity to go on the road to reform. And there's nothing wrong with reform. There's nothing wrong with improving your situation. They try to shame people for starting over and shame people for trying again. But they've been feeding us with this mantra for decades. If at first you do not succeed, try again. They feed us with this mantra over and over and over and over again from when we were children, young kids. But then it's like people try to laugh and mock and make jokes of that when you're in your adult energy, your adult state, and some things don't work out, some things don't go well, some relationships flop, some business ventures flop, some, things don't work out, and people laugh and they snicker and they have something sly to say about it the moment that it happens. But they kept feeding us this mantra: if at first you don't succeed, try again. Like, it's not over for you, but people want to believe that you're done with. Like, if they do something, you'll be done. But it's not going to happen like that. It's not going to be that way, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, is Brian here? Nice to see you, Brian. Yeah. Tony says, I don't want fake company. Right. Mind games. Right. Thank you, Kwana. I'm loving the positive vibes, loving the comments. Thank you guys so much for this. Mm-hmm. Robert says, wild. It's wild. Mm-hmm. Reality says shame is the lowest level frequency. Right. Mm-hmm. Antoinette says it's just best to stay positive. Right. Hey, Chanel, so nice to see you. Welcome to the elevator. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shame and fear. Exactly. People who are in one-sided competitions with you are very afraid. They're very afraid of you possibly taking something from them, or you possibly, like surpassing them, even though they feel like you already have. They're just kind of worried about the end here, like the end goal. What is it that you're going to get at the end of it all? That's the big thing that they're really worried about. They try to stop the little things that you're working towards, but they're really worried about those big things that you're going to get, those big rewards. It's almost like they're trying to just stop you from getting to that point. Very desperate measures, very, very desperate. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kevin. Mm-hmm. Right. It's kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. The secret competitions are always going to fail because one, you're not a participant as much as they want to believe that you're a participant. You're not involved in their own complexes, their issues that they have with themselves. That is not your issue. And it's like they're trying to make it your issue, but it's not your problem. And so that alone is going to cause this entire convoluted uh, reality in their head to just totally be destroyed. It's not going to go anywhere because you're not involved. You're not in a competition. You're not really fighting against them for anything. So it's not going to go anywhere and it's going to completely backfire. Okay. You're not a jealous person. You're not an envious individual. You're in your own lane, focused on your own stuff. You don't have time to get into it with these individuals who are fighting themselves. What they're really doing is fighting themselves because they're angry at themselves for feeling like they're not good enough. That's what it is. They may be doing very well in their own unique way. But unfortunately, some people feel like when they come up next to you, they're not hitting as hard as they should. And that is the issue that they're putting on themselves. Because why compare yourself to the next man or a woman's journey? And you have no idea what that journey was comprised of. You don't know any idea of what they faced on that journey. So, how can you hate that? How can you compete with that? You don't know what it's comprised of. You don't know what they've been through, right? Fruitless. Once again, completely fruitless. Like I want to say, I want to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. But to me, it's just fruitless, and it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. Mm-hmm. Right. Hey PLJ, how are you? I hope you're doing awesome. It's so nice to see you here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Joshua says we're in our own lane. Exactly. Yep. Kevin says we expose them naturally. Right. And it's without that being the main task here. You could just pull up and expose people. You pull up and you're just doing you and you're making people feel some type of way. You're making people feel really uncomfortable, really uneasy, unstable, and uncertain. When you show up, you didn't do nothing to them though. And I realize that now that you don't have to do nothing to them. All you got to do is show up. Show up or speak up, and they will show a whole different side that you never thought they had, a whole type of negative energy, jealous vibes, secret competition starts coming out. They do not they don't know what's come over them as well. I mean, they know that they're jealous and they know that they're envious and they know it's because of how you are. But once again, there's just so much to you and so much uncertainty. They're probably even shocked at the level of jealousy that they have for you. They're probably like shocked because they never remember feeling like this about you, but they feel about you like this now. And so it's like, they don't know what to do. Like people just don't know what to do anymore when they come around you. They don't know. This jealous competition, one-sided competition, like I said, is totally unjust. It goes nowhere. It blows up. It's not gonna help or be of service to anybody. It's not gonna help anything. All it does, it furthers you from going down your path, and it keeps them in a state of stagnation because it was all low vibrational to begin with. And that's what it is. That's just what it is. Reality says Matrix is being exposed. God is pouring out his spirit of truth. Right. PLJ says, rejoice, we are in the age of exposure. Let them show us who they are. Absolutely. Thank you. Yep. Yep. You've been healing. You've been growing. You've been showing people who you really, really are. And they're upset. They're not liking this. They're not liking this new you. And they don't want, I don't think people want to be in a competition with you, especially one that you don't know you're even in. But it's almost like something overtakes them and they're not in control in a way. Like they're just kind of like, wow, like I don't like her now. I'm gonna start. And they don't even have a grip, of how they're treating you or something. Like they don't have a hold on their emotions. Like you come around and you bring about certain feelings in these people, and they don't know how to cope because it's totally unique to them. Not everybody gets them flustered like this. Not everybody makes them feel this way, like how you make them feel. So you can understand how these people are very jilted and desperate sometimes to try to completely stop you. Because once again, it's like self-soothing. They have to stop the feeling that you're winning and you're going up and they're going down. So they'll hurt you or do something super snide to try to repress those feelings that they feel, like those feelings of uncomfortability, feeling very uneasy, unstable, very sick, feeling mad, upset. So they'll bully you for a while, they'll tease you, they'll call you names. I've dealt with all of this stuff. Call you names, call you out on your name, talk ill, spread lies, full fabrications. They do anything for a little. It will not work. Okay. But it's all self-soothing, and it helps them deal with the problems, deal with the anxiety that you bring about unknowingly because you expose them and you're real and you're on one and you're doing good things and you're bringing about anxiety for them because you're doing good things. They need to do something bad to you to repress, to really like stop the bad feelings coming about so they could like still feel good, still hold their head high, but it's very diabolical. Doesn't help them. It's totally a temporary fix. You're still on top and they're still right here and they're still hating and they're still angry and you're still going forward and you're kind of looking like, oh, that kind of sucks that this connection died, but it's like all you can do is keep going forward and moving how you move. You cannot take everybody with you. You cannot take everybody with you. That's the bottom line. Yeah. Lamont says all that hate in their heart, they think we gonna do them like how they think about doing us. We are not the same. Exactly. We don't stoop that low because we don't have the time. We don't have that spirit to do what they do, but they really wish you would. They want to see you slipping or something. Like they want to see you like slip up and you don't look so great and you don't look as favorable. You're always favored. You've been favored from birth, like from conception. You've always been the person that was chosen. There was many levels and many steps and many trials and tribulations in the pursuit of being enlightened and being aware. It wasn't just going to happen like that. A lot of us have had very bad problems. The stakes were stacked against us. That's what it felt like. So, now we're in this new energy where everything is very clear and we're moving right and we're doing right. And a lot of people don't want us to move right and say stuff because they remember us when we were quiet, when we were probably like more passive, when we didn't say much, when we didn't really do much, when we seemed regular. We were never regular, though. They tried to stifle that from a long time ago. They saw it brewing. They saw your energy brewing. They've been seeing it, and you've been feeling it. But for some reason, they wanted to stifle it and quiet it and just dumb you all the way down, hoping that you would never blossom into that person they knew you were going to blossom into. Now you're their rival. Imagine how it's come now. You're their rival now. Now they want to beat you. They have to conquer you now, right? But it's very low these days. Very low. Very, very low. Mm-hmm. Ethan says, ain't nobody got time for that. Exactly. Right. Mm-hmm. Their words have no value, right? No substance, right? There's no substance behind what they do here. But because you speak with substance, because you speak with purpose, you have a purpose, you have a calling on your life, these people are going to see you as a target. It's very profound when you have a calling on your life that's extremely positive and possibly life changing. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. It's like people, it's low now. It's very low. Like, it's, if you think about how low people go now, like limbo, how low can you go? People go super, super low when they see you going super, super high, and they'll pull out anything. They'll try anything, any trick of the hat to try to stop you, from blossoming into the individual you're already blossoming into. You're already in that energy of blossoming. They can't stop it. But can you really stop a butterfly from morphing from a caterpillar to a butterfly? You cannot. It's in motion. It's already happening. And people will put you in a problem thinking they're going to stop you from changing or stopping you from these new things, these great things that are coming your way. It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen that way. And they don't get that because they're superficial individuals. They don't look to the core. They're not about the core. They're about the image. They got to uphold the image. They got to look the part, but you are the part. And that's what they can't shake. And that's what they're envious about. And that's what they'll plot on. They'll plot on that. Right. Joseph said, oh, and it's nice to see you, Joseph. You said, hey, narcissist, how low can you go? These people, they play games. Forget Jigsaw. Forget Jigsaw. Like, these people play actual games with you. And they're the most diabolical games known to man. I mean, these narcissists are very troubling people to try to interact with. Like, you can't... Forget Jigsaw, right? Because it's like these people play games like that. Okay, maybe not exactly like that, but you know what I mean, with that diabolical energy attached. They will not stop. Narcissists love people like you. And I'll tell you why. Narcissists love people like you because if you're an empath and a narcissist sees that about you, they're going to think that they can trick you or fool you or use you to their disposal, but they're not going to realize, like, you don't really play like that. You don't get down like that. You're a lot mightier than the narcissist, okay? You are mightier than the narcissist, which is why the narcissist cannot stand you. And that's saying it in the most respectful way. The narcissist cannot stand you because the narcissist cannot control you. The narcissist sees that you're nice, but you're not so nice. Like, you're nice, you're kind. It's more like you're kind than nice. Like, you're kind, you're generous, you're a good person to the core, but you're not somebody to be played with. You're not a fool, you're not a pushover. The narcissist loves to have people around them that they can push around. They like to have people around them that are yes man, yes women, yes, for sure, I will do that. Yes, no problem. I. Like, they prefer these kinds of folks rather than people who are free thinkers. They don't like free thinkers. They don't like people who are in their own element, have their own sound, have their own mind. Narcs hate people like that. And I know hate is a strong word, but I'm telling you, like, these people they don't like people who have their own mind. If they feel like they can't change the way you think for the worst, then they feel like you're an ultimate threat. You are a threat to them, and they will try to destroy you. Okay, they will try to stop you. Narcissists don't like empaths. They will like them at first, but not like genuinely, like in a means so they can use you. But when they see they cannot use you, they start really trying to get at you, try to come for your throat. They'll do a lot of stuff. They'll do a lot of stuff. Right. Exactly. Kevin says crab in the bucket mentality. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Lady Q says it's the closest ones who do this too. What a shame, right? What a shame. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's the closest ones to you that perpetrate these things because they're the ones that think that they'll be able to get away with it. There's this arrogance there. There's this really cunning viewpoint on these hating energies. Where they feel like because they know you, so they have a leg up on you, or they could trick you or fool you, or they feel like they feel like they'll successfully trick you and deceive you, but you know what they're doing. You know what they're up to, and it's not going to work that way. It doesn't play out that way, you know? PLJ says entitled to your life. They think they're entitled to your whole life. They think that they somehow have a right. Like you must give them things, or you must give them attention, or you must give them your energy no matter what, almost like against your will type of energy. And it's like, and you can feel that it's very off. It's not genuine. They're not moving nice with you. They're not moving kind. They're not being sweet with you. They're being diabolical. They have that hating energy coming out. And it's energy that you don't get down with. Oftentimes we just don't have the time to deal with these low vibrational energies, these jealous, hating people who just stop at nothing to see the next man or woman down. And it's just pretty shameful, but that's what people will do. They'll do that. I'll be back, guys. Thank you guys so much. I will be back very shortly. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm back. Hope you guys are all doing wonderful tonight. Um, when I think about when I think about when I think about toxic competitions, when I think about people who will do the most to try to stop another person from doing a lot, I just feel it's kind of sad that people will do this. It's kind of like disturbing that people will go so far as to try to stop another man or woman's flex, or try to take their shine when the shine is in them, you know. But secret competition is very dangerous. That's the whole premise here. It's very dangerous because it's very much a delusion, and delusions can be dangerous. Let's just put that out there. I mean, if somebody is really believing that you're somebody to be stopped and it's only one-sided, it's pretty delusional, and that's very dangerous, and it's very wicked. And I feel like if you have that hating energy in the background, and you're coming on the scene and you're cool with it, you're not trying to aggravate anybody, but you do, because you're just real like that, and they know what you're up to. They know that you're doing big things, right? So it's dangerous. It's very dangerous for these people. It's very bold to like put you in a problem, put you in a competition, a one-sided competition that they concocted in their own heads. and they believe that you're an active participant. This is really the thing that gets me. They think that you're a participant in this competition, and you're not. So anything that you do, it's like once they decide that you're their rival and they're gonna compete and try to stop you and do whatever, just like a jealous competitor would do. When they see you, anytime they see you, they can't shake the feeling like you're doing this to them, like you're aggravating them on purpose, like you're trying to get at them on purpose. You don't move that way. You don't do that. You're not doing it intentionally. All you're doing is showing who you are and what you're made of. These people take it the wrong way. They see it as you're very arrogant, you're very pompous, like you're full of yourself, you changed, you changed, you think you're all that. But they don't see all the healing, all the stuff you had to do in the background to become the person in this new energy, this newfound energy, or this new uncovered energy. It may have always been there, but now it's just out. They don't get that about you. These people don't know nothing about you. Okay? These can be your own people, and they don't know anything about you because they're not around you like that to know what you've really been up to. Because the moment they get close, they step back because they're jealous. It's weird. Like they'll try to come next. It's like they'll come around you and they kind of tiptoe, and they like, I made a live a few months ago where I said, like, about fire being very fascinating, and about fire being very mesmerizing. Like at a campfire, it could really captivate you, right? Fire, and it just wows you. But the closer you get to the fire, you realize it's a threat. No matter how mesmerizing it is still a threat, a viable threat. It can hurt you, it could burn you, it could go wrong very quickly. And so that's how people view you, in a way like you're very mesmerizing, you're very enchanting, you're very much like, very, you have the attention of the room, of the space. But let people get a little too close to you though, and then they see your flames and they see your energy and they see how you really get down, and they start tiptoeing backwards. They start going backwards, like, oh, like this is, it looked good from there, but when I came a little closer, I started to feel some type of way, and that's how they feel, because you're that fire, you're that light, you have that glow. These people can't really match that. It really is like a comparison to fire, because once again, very mesmerizing, but get too close, you're going to get a little intimidated here, because fire can be threatening, and you're like a threat to a lot of people because you have that fiery energy, you have that good energy, good spirit, strong qualities, strong backbone, and there's no shaking you. So that's how it is now. That's how it is. Mhm. I could give you a head start and still go up, easy says, right? And that's what a lot of people envy as well. It's that humbleness and that charitable energy that you've got, where you like to see people go up around you. It's not just about you. You know where you want to see yourself, but you have that spirit within you to see other people get uplifted alongside you. And unfortunately, it's just one of those good qualities that tends to, I don't want to say backfire, but sometimes can play against you, because you're being real. People think it's a facade, People think it's a facade. People think you're doing too much. Nobody does that. Every man for themselves. That's how a lot of these superficial individuals move. Every man, every woman for themselves. And so when they see you, when you're not only moving for yourself, you're moving for the betterment of your community. You're moving for the betterment of your family, or the betterment of the world at large. And so of course people are going to feel some type of way about this, that you're doing a lot, and then you think you're all that. Who does that? But you do that, and what's the problem? If you want to see people go up around you and you want to go up as well, people think that's just too much. It's too good to be true, you know Lamont says they're not used to that type of love. Right. PLJ says they look at you like you're weak and stupid. Right. But at the same time, PLJ, they know that you're very intelligent. And that's the thing. Like they know you're super, super, super smart, but they want to believe that you're very much naive or gullible, right? You're not that knowing, but they know that you're knowing. They, like I said, it's a gamble. People take a lot of gambles, a lot of risks with you. They'll risk blowing their cover, even exposing themselves. They'll risk that just to see you in a low position, just to see you lacking. A lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff. Mm-hmm. Yes. Angelina says, don't take my kindness for weakness. But you know, Angelina, they keep doing that though, don't they? They keep taking that, feeling like it's just that little leeway. You're giving them a little leeway for them to try something, but then it gets shut down and it doesn't work out the way that they thought. And then it just gets them angrier. That's all it does. They're not breaking the cycle and it just keeps happening. PLJ says fools don't learn. Right. Right. Apt 217 says in Mexico you can get a BBL for food stamps. That is wow. Hmm. Mm-mm. I don't know. That's weird, eh? That's weird. Mm-hmm. Antoinette, you said these kids are these kids are messing with you. Did you say before that you're working as like in a school or something, or at a school district or something like that? Can you remind me? Always victory says I don't have any social media accounts. I abhor all social media. My mother created several fake social media accounts using my name and a picture of me, including Facebook Messenger and Instagram. Wow. Wow. Mm, interesting. Mm-hmm. Generational curses. Yeah, breaking a lot of generational curses. The same people who may be still chained, right? Still chained are the ones that are looking at you as a leg up in life and also jealous that you escaped, jealous that you're not bound. And so people who are jealous that you're not bound, they're still going to try to use you. And it's very strange because they want to try to disown you for getting away, but at the same time want to try to use you as a means to an end, or as a means that maybe they can get a little higher, maybe they can see out of that window for a little bit. They can see out that window for a little bit and then you kind of drop them and they can't see nothing and they're back in their same position. Like these people, a lot of these people who are bound and they're stuck and there's no way to come out of their confines, they feel like you're a threat because you're potentially going to expose them and their people. And you don't really care to target them specifically, but you're going to just speak your truth as you see fit and do what you do as you see fit. And that's the bottom line. And however they perceive that or see that, that's not really on you. That's a complex within themselves, you know? Right. You can't put anything past these people, Stephanie says. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Wow, reality. That is something else. Mm-hmm. Crazy. It's crazy. The world that we live in can be crazy, but the world still is a beautiful place as long as you add the value and you add the energy and you just be yourself. You do what you want to do, you move how you want to move, and you do the best that you can. If you continue to do these things, you're going to be able to still have a lasting impact on a lot of people around you. These secret competitions are very much forced, and it's very much a delusion that you're not a part of. So at least you can be rest assured that you're not a part of these people's delusions, okay? You're on the straight and narrow and you're going where you want to go, and these people have nothing to do with it. The drama that they try to put you in, they're enveloped in. They want somebody to be a player, they want somebody to get involved, and they want you to sell yourself out in a way so you stop what you're doing and deal with them. They want you to deal with them and their problems. Like they feel like you owe them something. These jealous people feel like you got to give something up because you have too much of a good thing. And it's just unfortunate. There's nothing that you can do in the situation where somebody puts you in a one-sided competition. All you can do is remove yourself from the equation. Don't put yourself in the situation where you're going to be a player in this game or a player in this delusion. Because, of course, if these people believe that you are in a direct, they believe the lies. A lot of these people are narcissists. They believe that you are the person that they're directly competing with, and they need to take you down and they need to stop what you have going for you. And they got to take it from you and take your position instead. So what you can do is remove that opportunity for them to use you as a pawn in their game. Don't be a pawn in this game. This game is like never ending because they're never going to be satisfied. There's always going to be something about you that they can never top. And once again, it can go out of order very quickly. This is a diabolical thing that they do. This is something that they do that is very deep seated because of their own lives that aren't going the way they want it to. And they see your life is going the way it's supposed to. And they need you enveloped in their issues. They're very jealous of your clarity, very jealous that you have a clear path of where you're going and where you're headed and what you're supposed to be doing. So they're going to want to see you in a problem. They want you to have their problems because they want to take your shine away from you, but you're always going to shine like the sun shines, you know? That's just what it is. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. The dreamer says they will try for years to get back in your radar. Meanwhile, you're out there leveling up. I mean, like you're not reachable in the way that you might have been in the past. You're up and at 'em. They can't stand that, you know? So these people, once again, all it's doing until they break the cycle, all it's doing is adding to their anger, adding to the envy, adding to the jealousy, because you're dodging them. You're dodging the bad vibes. And when you're able to do that and still elevate, they get angrier and angrier, more jealous. The competition ensues. That's just what it is. Right? They mess up everything in their lives to see you messed up, to see you lacking, right? No way back for the narcs. Yes, become unreachable. Adam C says, I got my own issues. I don't need theirs. 99 problems and a A1. I hear that. Right. You're unbreakable. You're unreachable. They can't stop you. Tony says, I do too. And my middle sister mocked my phobia the other day. Only my family knows I have a phobia of elevators. Hopefully, you don't have a phobia of this elevator. um, People will mock you for the things that they know you fear and the things they know that terrify you or bring you anxiety, because it's just a part of you they feel like is weak and compromised, and a part of you they feel like they could penetrate or take control of, because it's your vulnerable part. It's something vulnerable and they've got you. So all you can do is just move in life with your head high and take these people out of the equation here. Don't give them too much power. I had to learn not to give too many people too much reign over my life. Like, you gotta, this is your life. You live life how you want to live it. Elevators be scary in real life, eh? Mm-hmm. That's funny. Mm-hmm. I'm never looking back, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Unstoppable. They get a buzz of your struggles, Kevin says. Right. They get a buzz, they get a high, right? It's like euphoria. Once again, it's like they feel good when you're low. They feel good when you're off. When there's something off about you or off about your situation, they feel like they've done something here. They did that. They did nothing. They didn't do anything to you. All that happened is that there was a little delay, there was a little detour, whatever the situation might be. You're back on track now and you're going down that track harder than ever before, and they're upset. They're upset. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that's so funny. Mm-hmm. So I've been here for quite a while now, and I'm going to be ready to log off very, very soon. But the premise of this live was that, you know, this competition that these people put you in, one-sided competition that you didn't know that you were in, this competition is weak. This competition didn't go anywhere. It didn't do anything. All it did was make them angrier and more upset with you. And all it proved was that, they don't know who they are, right? You have to remove yourself from these situations and continue to barrel down your own path, because you can't give these people too much leeway in your life, these hating energies, these toxic individuals who will stop at nothing to see you cater to them or do. These people never are satiated, though. We have to remember this. They're never satisfied. They're always upset about something you do. Anything you do, they got a problem with it. So you got to keep elevating and remove yourself from these people so you can feel good and feel free to live life the way you want to live. These people will always make it feel like you got to be guilty, feel guilty about the choices you've made and how you decide to move in life now. You know, competition is weak. One-sided competition is even worse. An open competition is bad enough, because why are we competing when we're two different individuals? But to have a one-sided, coveted, hidden, private competition that's starting to poke out, and you're the subject, you're their opponent in their minds, and you're supposed to just take this and run with this and deal with this? I think not. At the end of the day, whatever problems they have are problems within themselves. It's not what you did to them, it's what they feel like they're lacking in their own situation. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? You got to stand out, right? Compete with yourself, outdo yourself, be better than you were yesterday. That's something noteworthy. Not these one-sided competitions that offer nobody nothing. All it does is bring them in a state of stagnation because they're low vibes. These are low vibes they put themselves in, and they're trying to put you in. But you're smart enough to step back and see that this is not your scene. This is not where you belong. You got to move how you want to move. Don't move with these people if these people are trying to move in a way where they're trying to bring you to the underworld or something. These low vibes, these dark places. Don't go to these dark places with these dark-spirited individuals. These people need to find their way, get help, and elevate their minds. There's help for them. All is not lost. Of course, there's some people like the narcissist where it's like they are a lost cause. But I believe that the majority of people can be changed, can be helped, can go on the path to reform if they want it enough, if they really believe that that's for them. But these jealous people who are trying to put you in a competition, these people who are trying to put you in a problem and make you the subject of their self-loathing need to really get a clue that you're going farther, you're going deeper, you're in a place where you're becoming very much unreachable, and they got to deal with their issues in the best way that they can. It's not to put you in their problem, that their problems are going to be eradicated. Once again, that Robitussin is not Robitussin. That medicine is not doing what it's supposed to do. It gives them temporary relief to bring you pain and to bring you drama. But at the end of the day, when it wears off, they need some more. They need something else to numb it. They need something else to, to kind of like steady themselves, because they're super jealous and hyper focused on what you're doing. And it's just bringing them more anger. That's a them problem, isn't it? It's a them problem. Reality says they don't call it broadcast programming for nothing. God of C says they always try to sabotage us. They'll take themselves out if necessary. They will. They'll do it. They don't care if they have nothing. If they see you with nothing, once again, it's that Robitussin. It's that feeling of just good and calmness and wellness. In that moment, they feel well, they feel good, right? Until it wears off, until they realize that you're still trekking forward and they're still sick. You know what I mean? They're still unwell. They're still uncomfortable with their situation, and you're trekking forward because your mind's right, Your mind's right. That's what it is. That's what it is. Your mind's right. So you're moving right, and you're doing what you like to do, and you're going where you want to go because it was meant for you. That's not debatable here, right? They try to debate things. There are people trying to, they invested too much in the wrong thing. Like, Why invest so much time in trying to tear the next man or woman down when you could have invested that same energy into bettering yourself, into bettering and being on the path to reform? They didn't want that. They wanted to stop everything for you, completely deplete you, and see you with completely nothing. There is no equality. There is no equal ratio when it comes to you and these people. You'll always put them on a high pedestal. I've been in those situations, putting myself down here, putting people up here, trying to see people go high. These are the same people that turn around, they start talking crap, they start spreading lies, telling rumors, trying to turn people against me. I see what they do. I see the games people play. I don't play those games. I don't bother. Like, when I get that energy that you're not for me and that you're against me, and I've done so much for you and I've been very kind, very giving to you, this connection is dead. There's no other way to put it. This connection is done, and I'm going to move on and continue to make positive connections. What can I say? And a lot of people are just not ready to believe that. They don't want to, they want your energy. They still need your energy because they're feeding off your energy, because they need to continue this one-sided delusional competition that you are an unwilling participant in. Like, the bare bones of it is quite ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Right. If you see Bitcoin going down, you're not going to buy into Bitcoin, right? It's a risk. It's too much of a risk. There's too much to lose. There's too much at stake here. You're not going to buy into the Bitcoin. If Ethereum is going low, if it's going low, if one of these stock markets are going low and you're putting so much money into it, the bottom line is it is a risk. And you are seeing what you are potentially going to lose, or be lacking here of, because it's not looking too good, and so it's a poor investment, and you got to think twice, right? So that's how it is with our connections. If these connections are off, if there's something off, do you really want to keep investing into this connection when it's only bringing you misery and drama and chaos and hating energies and people lying, stealing from you, making up stuff, people telling lies, people spreading rumors, competing energies, getting nowhere fast, like on a hamster wheel? You're looking like you're going somewhere, but you're just going in a loop. You're not going anywhere fast. And that's how these people move. Mm-hmm. Right. Anthony Stubbs says invested too much in the wrong things. Absolutely. All right, guys. So I'm at the 2-hour mark. I want to say thank you guys so much for hopping on this elevator live stream. I totally appreciate it. Really love the vibes and the engagement. I know I took a lot of pauses reading the comments, but I really love the comments. It really is very uplifting. It's very humorous and insightful, and just it's I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Yeah. It's a long weekend here. Toronto vibes, guys. Canada vibes, all the way from where I'm at. Just here, and just loving life and being very much appreciative of what I have, and always be appreciative of what you've got and the good people you've got around. I'm very appreciative of people that I got around that are good people to the core, just good people, real good vibes. These are the things that are going to uplift you in your day-to-day lives. Give those people the same energy back. These good people, treat them well. They treat you good, you treat them well back, because these are connections that are quite rare. In my mind, they're rare because not everybody moves like this. Peace is priceless. When you got that peace, reality, I'm telling you, it's so true. When you have that peace in your life, when peace is everything, when you have peace and when you have tranquility and everything is serene and everything is good, you may not have everything. That's a part of that's different. But when you have that peace, and when peace is a big part, a big player in how your life goes, right? How you move down that track, how you move in life, and you have peace, priceless. Nothing like it. There's nothing like it, right? Nothing like it. Peace is, Antoinette says, take care of yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I can keep going in on this live for past the 3 hour mark, but I'm going to cut it short here. Thank you guys so much for hopping on my live tonight. I loved seeing all of you guys here. The support is awesome. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys been liking the content, been liking the vibes. I've been liking the energy that you guys give me. So I want to let that be known right off the bat, that the energy you guys have been giving to this elevator has been palpitating, very enriching, very uplifting, very insightful. I really appreciate all those good vibes. Yup. Keep doing what you guys do and keep shining like the lights that you guys are. Thank you for all of those who have kindly participated in this live stream. It's very much appreciated. Love the energy. Love the energy. Yep. Thank you, Lamont. Lots of love too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Kevin, I think I only got one. I'm not sure if you sent two. Let me check that again. Mm-hmm. Keep doing what you guys do and do whatever you guys do well. Put your all into it because it's going to turn out to be the best. And the perfection is subjective, but it's going to be the best as it relates to you, as it relates to how you do it. You're different, so it's going to be different. The product, the end result is going to be very much on a different realm here than how other people move and how other people put forth, whatever they do. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the long weekend, this Easter long weekend. Um, Rejuvenate yourselves, take care of yourselves, go for a walk, do what you do. If you're working, stay positive, stay high vibes, always. Always. Good night, Josh. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Keep going high, guys. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys very soon. Reality saying focus on yourselves, right? Yep. Thank you so much, The Dreamer. God bless you and everyone here. God bless you. Thank you so much to everybody for the ongoing support. It's very, very nice. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I love it. I love the community. Thank you. Lots of love. Thank you guys so much. All right. I'll stay connected as usual. Keep going to the top, guys. And just do what you guys do. I love you guys so much. All this love from Toronto, wherever you guys are from. Keep doing what you guys do. I keep hoping. I'm hoping for this elevator to continue to grow, continue to expand. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of good stuff coming to this channel very, very soon. And it's all about elevating. It's all about bringing things to light. It's all about the real. I like that stuff. So that's what I'm bringing to you guys. And I hope you guys dig that as well. So good night, guys. Thank you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful long weekend. And I'll see you guys very soon, okay? Take care. Bye.